Well, guys, hi guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Susie and this is irunthings, and I am super excited to film this video for you guys. I feel like I should be wearing something a little bit more ragged than this, because what I am announcing gives me the chills and it makes me feel a little bit scared, especially because of something that happened that might, well, really, it would alter everything. But let's start at the beginning. So a few months back, I mentioned in one of my weekly vlogs that I had the intention of running an ultra with my friend Carol. You know her from this video right here. She's the friend I ran the half marathon and the marathon in Disney World during marathon weekend. And we were toying with the idea of signing up for an ultra. And finally, we settled on one. Registration started last week, and I'll give you more information about that a little bit later, because this ultra would be in February of 2025. And before that, I am signed up to do the Atlantic City Marathon. Now, I've run the Atlantic City Marathon once, the half marathon one other time. I love this organization. They put together an incredibly well-run, pun intended, running weekend, and it's just, the races are a lot of fun. They have a 5K, a 10K, a half marathon, and a marathon. And they have great volunteers, bazillion amount of aid stations. They have beer at the end. They have entertainment on the course. So it's a great event, great race weekend, especially for those of you who are wanting to do a challenge with several races involved. Also, during the month of August and during the month of September, I am doing a collab with the Atlantic City Marathon Race Series, and they are going to offer one of you guys an entry for race of your choice. So either the 5K, the 10K, the half, or the marathon. We're going to be giving away one in August and one in September. For that, you're going to need to be following me and them on Instagram. I'll put the links here so you guys can go find us over there. Okay, so how am I training for the Atlantic City Marathon and what are my goals? My goal for the Atlantic City Marathon is to PR. My best marathon ever was New York City Marathon in 2021. I did 4:45. Now, I have been very close to other times. I did a 4:47 for Disney Marathon this year, and then I did another 4:47 in Atlantic City Marathon in 2022. So I'm hoping to beat that time. Given my threshold pace currently and the kind of training I've been doing as of late, I should be able to get to like a 4:20. So crossing fingers. Eventually I want to qualify for Boston, but I do feel like I still have a little bit of probably a couple more marathons to run before I get to my goal of 3 hours 55, which is my qualifying time for Boston. So down the road, that's my ultimate goal. However, in the meantime, I am happy and content if I PR and have a good time. So for this training, I have chosen Ben Parks. Hi Ben, if you're watching this. Got great feedback on Ben Parks' training plans. Everybody raves about him. He has great reviews online. So yes, I have his plan for the marathon, and I'm gonna be following his plan as well for the ultra. I started training this week. When you guys see this video, I have already been using his plan for a few days, and so far so good. It's kind of early to know, but it tops at 45 miles, and it has, I think the week it has the most runs is 5. This week I only have 3 runs, which is a change for me. So we're going to be doing things a little bit different this time around. I'm going to be doing some cross training to support my running, and I'm also going to be doing a lot of strength training. I want to be a really strong machine, especially as we focus more on the ultra. I aspire to be like Sally McRae, but in me. Of course, there's only one Sally McRae, but I want to be strong, and yes, I want to lift heavy, and I just want to become muscular, and I want to be an endurance machine. So that's the goal. I'm going to be doing 2 hours of strength training and then my runs, and biking in there and swimming as well. So you guys are gonna come along for the ride for all this. So I'm super excited. Okay, so then the ultra that I am signed up for is drum roll. Okay, the Transgrancanaria. Yes, you guys, I figured, okay, let's go all in because this might be the only ultra I ever ran. Now they have different distances. I didn't choose the classic. The classic is the one that has 128 kilometers. I chose the one with 82 kilometers. 14,000 feet of elevation, and if you want to make the conversion, those 82 kilometers are like 51 miles with 14,000 feet of elevation, like I said, going up and then going down. It taps at this beautiful, beautiful mountain, and there's this like sort of like a thumb standing up there, a rock, and it's called Roque Nublo. Everything is just beautiful horizons. Haven't been in Gran Canaria in, I want to say 25 years. 24 years? No, it can't be that much. Let me think. 19 years. I haven't been there in 19 years. So I'm so excited to come back to beautiful, beautiful island. Beautiful people, super welcoming and just really sweet. And they just have the best personality. They're very smiley and I just love the Canarians. So yes, now what happened with Carol, my friend who was gonna sign up with me? So when she was trying to sign up, well, when we were trying to sign up, so it's 3 of us doing it, Carol, another friend of mine called Srini. They both have done ultras, so I felt very supported going into this with them, especially Srini. He's run many, many long distance ultra runs. And we were signing up and we could not sign up with our American credit cards. I called my brother registered me with his Spanish credit card. It went through. However, Sereni and Carol are stuck in limbo. So the registration is there, but the credit card didn't go through. Apparently this is something that the organization is trying to fix. So hopefully it works and the registrations go through. I actually contacted them this morning and they guaranteed me, because I told them, look, I'm very excited about this race. I really want to run it, but I would not have signed up if I were to learn that my friends are not going to run it with me. I feel very vulnerable running it by myself because it's a long race and I've never done anything like this. So I'm going to need support. And they said, don't worry, we'll get it fixed. So hopefully it gets fixed by tomorrow. And if it did, and the answer to these problems comes in time for me to edit this video and post it, I will put it here. For the ultra, I'm gonna be obviously doing a lot of long runs, and so my plan is to run Atlantic City Marathon October 20th and then rest for a week and then, or maybe 2 weeks, depending on how things go, and then move on and start training for Transgrancanaria Advanced. I am going to be doing a lot of training runs on the treadmill because there's not that much elevation around me, especially as we go into the winter. I'm gonna be doing a lot of my runs on the treadmill just to get that elevation on my legs, get my legs used to running. Well, they're gonna have to be ready to do 14,000 feet. So now one of the things that's gonna happen during the training block for Transgrancanaria is that I'm gonna be running the Disney Marathon. I'm gonna be there with my friends Lynn and Tristan, and we are gonna, all the 3 of us are running Disney Marathon, which I'm super excited. We already have our costumes in mind and they're gonna be spectacular. We're taking it up 3 notches. And yeah, that's just gonna be a fun weekend. And what's gonna happen is that I'm gonna use that Disney Marathon as an assisted run because that Sunday, I think I have a 24 miler, so I'm just gonna do 26.2 and we're going to probably walk the whole thing. So yeah, it will be just an easy run assisted with water stations and goose and all that jazz. So, okay guys, so for Transgrancanaria, I actually have lined up a couple guests already for my podcast. The podcast will be linked below and I'm gonna start interviewing people on the podcast that have run Transgrancanaria. So I'm excited about that as well, to learn firsthand from people how they trained for Transgrancanaria and kind of the different nuances of different distances, and hopefully this is a learning experience for all of us. If you're running Transgrancanaria, let me know in the comments below, especially if you've run it before, especially if it's the advanced, okay? Leave me a comment. And if you're planning on running any of the Atlantic City Marathon Series races during the weekend of October 19th, let me know in the comments below as well. We're gonna have a meetup, probably Friday, maybe Saturday, but most likely Friday. And same thing for Disney Marathon. If you're running any of the races in Disney, I am probably going to arrive Friday night and I'm gonna leave Sunday night very, very late. These are my announcements, you guys. What do you think? What do you think of all this? Do you think I'm crazy? I think I'm a little bit crazy, but if your dreams don't scare you, you're not dreaming big enough. So nobody's getting any younger. So if I don't do an ultra now, when am I gonna do it, guys? That's the reality of it. It's now or never, because running is not something that's guaranteed. And there could be a time when I can't run anymore. So let's do it now. Let's do it now. Okay, guys, I hope you accompany me on this journey. Subscribe to the channel for more of my adventures. I love you guys. You're fearless.